Hey, what's good people, it's Low Heat, and today we're checking out the new Polysynth that Native Instruments have added to Maschine and the Maschine Plus. I'm gonna be walking you through the features of this synth, gonna be checking out some of the presets to hear how it sounds, and of course making a beat with the new Polysynth in Maschine. So first of all, let me explain what's so cool about the new Polysynth and why Native Instruments have added it to the Maschine platform. So Polysynth is a vintage 16-voice synth styled on 80s classic and designed specifically for full control with the Maschine hardware. So that is the coolest thing about the Polysynth, is that it's actually built in a way that you can create your own sounds straight from the Maschine hardware. Like, you may be thinking, well, didn't we have Massive like as a Polysynth? And that is correct, Massive is a Polysynth. However, this one is kind of more analog sounding. It's based on the Pro 53, which is an old plugin from Native Instruments, which itself is an emulation of the Prophet 5 from Sequential, a legendary 80s polyphonic analog synthesizer. And the other thing is that Massive, it was too complex to even display all the parameters on the Maschine hardware. And it's also more digital sounding, so I'm really happy that Native Instruments have finally added a vintage sounding Polysynth as a built-in synth in Maschine. So you can find this synth by going to the browser, and in the sounds category you can find all the presets from the Polysynth. So let's have a look at the Polysynth in the Maschine software. So it features two oscillators. Oscillator A has a saw and a pulse wave. These can be activated simultaneously. And oscillator B has saw, triangle and pulse. Pulse being sort of a square wave. We've got the amplitude envelope, the multi-mode filter, and on the next page we have the modulation section, where we can specify the number of voices. So this synth is 16 voice polyphonic, and of course there is a monophonic mode as well. We've got the LFO, the global controls, and the modulation features, and I will be explaining these in more detail in another video tutorial. In this video we're just having a quick look at Polysynth and playing some of the presets. So let's hear how it sounds. I'm gonna go to the bass category and let's hear how some basses sound. Actually, the bass synth inside Maschine is pretty cool, but it's kind of limited. It sounds great, but it's very limited, so I'm really happy that they've added this to be used even as a monophonic bass synth. It's really nice for this, because it has a lot of features to make a variety of bass sounds. So let's check out some basses. Let's go to another category, check out some brass sounds. So the Prophet 5 is really famous for its really fat brass sounds. So let's hear how they sound on the new Maschine Polysynth. You can even do some bells, some mallet sounds. Let's go straight to the pads. Let me check out some synth leads. channels. So let's test drive this Polysynth in an actual beat making session. So that was all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.